Hi student, today we are going to take up the topic about structure of atoms. Atoms and molecules I have already studied in your previous chapter. You already know that atoms are the smallest minute particles in which a matter can be divided and there is no further subdivision. So it is the minutest particle which exists in nature, which cannot be seen with naked eyes. But do you really know that we have further subdivisions or subatomic particles in which an atom can be further subdivided? That is amazing. Now we have already started that atoms cannot be further subdivided. Now we have a structure of atom, atom that can be further subdivided into minute parts. Okay, so we are going to read about them. We already have heard about electrons, protons, isn't it? What are electrons, protons, and neutrons? So these are the further subatomic particles. Electrons are the negatively charged particle. Protons are the positively charged particle. Neutrons have no charge. So they are balancing the whole atom. Okay. And the actual structure of atom which you are going to study in the further chapter is very different from what we have assumed. So many scientists have done a lot of research work about what could be the structure of atom, how it could be aligned, how the electrons, protons, neutrons are aligned in a particular structure. So there were many studies, there were many researchers failed also, but yet we came up with a structure. So the first structure that was told was by J.J. Thomson. And this is a structure which you could see in this. It's a spherical shape and there are many minute things which are embedded on it. So you remember an apple pie or a Christmas pudding? Yes, exactly. It's just like Christmas pudding. You know, Christmas pudding has so many things embellished on it. The dry fruits, the nuts, the blueberries, the blackberries on it. It looks so amazing. So the Thomson structure is just related to that Christmas pudding or Christmas pie, whatever you call. That whole, there is a spherical structure and the electrons are embedded on it. So that spherical structure, if we talk about, again have a look at the diagram, the whole spherical structure is a positive sphere according to J.J. Thomson. And the things which are embellished on it are the electrons. Yes, we can relate to the Christmas pudding. Just relate that how that cake portion or that Christmas pudding portion looks beautiful. And things, the dry fruits, the berries that embellish on it. That berries can be compared literally to electrons and the Christmas pie can be related to the positive sphere. So this is the structure which was given by J.J. Thomson. That is a very simple structure that he has told, but actually this is not the true structure of atom. The reason is that he failed to describe what could be the position, actual position or placement of the electrons in the structure, isn't it? So we can also have another example of comparing the structure which was defined by J.J. Thomson related to watermelon. Watermelon, what do we have? That red pulpy portion along with the seeds, which looks so beautiful, which gives a beautiful color. So that red portion, red spherical portion comes up to be the positive sphere and those seeds can be related to the electrons, isn't it? Is this clear? So this was a structure which was given by J.J. Thomson. The only drawback of J.J. Thomson's structure was that he failed to define the position of electrons in this. Yes, we should know when we are defining a structure, we should actually know what are the positions of different elements of a structure. So here he never mentioned about the other parts. Where are protons, where are electrons, where are neutrons? No, nothing was defined. A positive sphere with electrons embedded on it. Yes. So the next study that comes up is about the Rutherford's experiment. So it was a very famous experiment. We also call it as gold foil experiment, which is really going to take you forward towards the structure of atoms. And once you are studying that, you will really be clear about how your atom looks like, what is the structure. In the cell, our body, you have studied about cells. Yes, cell is the minutest particle in which our body can be divided. Like we have bricks in the wall, which we have compared, and it has a small nucleus. Similarly, our atom also has that nucleus embedded in it. Yes, though that Rutherford experiment clears out how he discovered the existence of a nucleus, existence of electrons, placement of electrons. So he clarified it much differently from J.J. Thomson's structure. We are going to study it further. Thank you for today.